Hello, welcome to or welcome back to our channel. Today we are starting off the series of updating our rental property in our backyard, the backyard, because it is in a little bit of a need. So I've been on the lookout for, I don't know, maybe 2 weeks to a month on Facebook Marketplace to see if I could find some affordable outdoor furniture. And today we're going to upcycle a set of outdoor furniture because we want to create a fun little oasis for them. And we're going to start a new series where we're actually going to create a nice new backyard for them. So this is the beginning of that series, which is super fun. And I think it's a very big transformation. So I'm super excited about that. Let's get into it. All right, we are about to go pick up a Facebook Marketplace find so that we can have some furniture in the backyard of the rental property. So very excited. They're definitely gonna need some TLC, but it was a really good price. We're gonna see what kind of condition they're in and go pick them up right now. All right, got part of the goods in the back. Wayne has the rest of it in a truck that we borrowed because it was a lot. But we secured it, woo! Here's our $75 outdoor set. First step, let's give it a clean with some dish soap and some water and then just a brush. We're gonna brush off any debris and then we'll rinse it off with some water to make sure there's no more soap left on it. I did end up going in and drying off any standing water just to help it dry a little bit faster. And here they are all clean. Next step, recruit your husband to help you sand because there is a lot of sanding. This is what it looked like afterwards, which it just looks so great from the before. Just for your reference, this was the before and the after. Okay, it was at this moment where I had decided that sanding all of the pieces everywhere was just not gonna happen. It's gonna take way too long. So I decided I wanted to do a two-tone situation here. So I'm taking the furniture apart to make it easier to sand just the legs of the seats here. You're probably like, Milani, why are you doing this and not just picking the same stain that was on there before? Well, it was in rough condition. I didn't know the stain that was used, and I just thought that this was going to give it a way more modern look and a little bit higher end, so I was pretty excited about it. All right, next step was while Wayne was still finishing taking the stain off some of the legs, I was scuffing up the areas that I was going to spray paint black so that the spray paint would stick a little bit better. Day 3 of sanding. Do I still feel like it's a good idea? Yes. Am I over sanding? Also yes. Always recruit you a good old sander. Okay, so the process now that I've recruited someone is he uses the Orbital Sander and gets like the big pieces done. And then once he does that, I come in with just sandpaper and I get the little grooves that the sander is not getting. So, little teamwork. Up next, 2 coats of teak oil. This is the before wood, and just wait for the after. Dang, ain't she just so gorgeous? Love it! Oh, did you think we were done with sanding? Oh, no. This is me just scuffing it up, getting ready for the spray paint. Oh, this is me getting bored of sanding and wanting to see what the teak oil will look like on the legs. So I'm going ahead and putting some teak oil on the legs. I did use a small brush to get in the little nooks and crannies and then used a regular rag to get the teak oil everywhere else. And this is why moisturizing is so important. Look at that. Ooh. Day 4 progress. We have this one completely sanded. We have all of the sides oiled, the top oiled, and then all of these are sanded and ready to get spray painted. So I have the top completely done with the 2 coats. So we did 2 coats of the oil, which I still have to do 2 coats on the sides, but the top of the table had 2 coats. So I'm gonna go ahead and spray paint the legs, and so we can kind of see what it's gonna look like. I'm impatient and I kind of want to see what's gonna look like, because it's a lot of work, a lot of sanding, a lot of freaking oiling, and I need the satisfaction of what it's gonna look like. We ended up using 4 cans of this spray paint, so it might be my spray painting skills. You might be able to do it with less, but for a newbie like me and getting in all of those little slats, it took me quite a bit of cans of paint, but it did look amazing. We ended up doing 2 coats of this black paint just to make sure we got some good coverage. Here's the before and after. Day 275. Just kidding. Day 6. Hopefully we're done spray painting today. Taking a lot more spray paint than I was anticipating. Maybe if you have one of those sprayers, you can use like an outdoor paint, and maybe it'll be cheaper and faster. Let's get into it. And this is where I start to give furniture flippers a lot of credit, because this is a lot of work and a lot of just repeating sanding and painting, but the result is so worth it. So I understand why people do it, but it definitely is a labor of love. Right, we are, as you can probably tell from my mask, got a little black on my face. We have first coat done on most of these and some second coats, so we're getting there. I do think I have carpal tunnel at this point, but we're gonna push through. Lastly, I applied 1 coat of this. This is the fun part. This is the assembly part where we get to see everything come together and hope that our vision was sound. But this was a great time because I got to see that I actually really loved what this looked like, and all the hard work was worth it. I just want to show you a quick reminder of what the before was, and then this is what they look like now. This did take me about a week of work, only doing 2 to 3 hours a day, really, but it was totally worth it. I love how this looks, and I'm excited for our renters to use them. Time to talk about the money breakdown. Let's talk about numbers now that my fingers are now functional again after all of that sanding. So as you know, we are actually going to be using this as a backyard makeover for a rental property. So we aren't actually going to be selling this furniture, but I was super curious to see if I would have made a profit. Let's go into how much it costed us to upcycle and buy this furniture. So this furniture was $75 off of Facebook Marketplace with all of the supplies. So I counted the sandpaper, even though I already had it. All of that came to be $171.47. Now, let's get into how much we could potentially sell this for. So obviously we're not selling this furniture. So what I did was I messaged 9 people, not telling them that I upcycled it so that they didn't feel bad about giving me a specific number. I just asked them how much they would pay for this furniture, sent them a picture, and waited for them to respond what they would pay for it. First person said $550.85. Second person, $450. Third, $100. Fourth, $250. Fifth, $600. Sixth is $1,000. Seventh is $200. 8 is $200, and 9 is $400. So what I did was took the average of all those numbers, We have a few outliers in there, obviously. And the average came to $416.76. I would say that's a pretty good deal. Let me know below, how much would you pay for this?